have never guessed that I'd be standing here, wearing this cap and gown, facing my family and my friends, my peers, and speaking in front of what feels like the entire world right now. Not good at speaking in front of a lot of people. I'd rather sing to you guys, but I won't do that. Okay, 4 years ago, I was what I would consider stuck in a position that I had created for myself, starting with dropping out of high school. Having 3 beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys by the age of 22 wasn't necessarily my first plan, but it's one that I would never change. And life just kind of flew by. I was chasing my dreams as a singer, all the while working photography and DJ jobs and raising those boys the best and the only way that I knew how. Fast forward 21 years, 2 of those 3 boys, Casey and Cameron, are grown, graduated, and married with children. And my youngest son, Christian, will be the next to graduate high school, as they knew the reality of what it was like to have a parent that had dropped out of high school. It meant times were hard and money was scarce. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. They love that one. Somewhere near the middle of that 21 years, I met my husband, Chris, who I'm happy to say that I'm still married to today. He and his family, now my family, have been there through it all, and we have a beautiful 8-year-old daughter, Kinsey, who is our world. There were a couple of things, however, besides the obvious that triggered me to start this journey. 8 years ago, I lost my closest sibling of 6. He passed away. He was the only one of us kids to graduate from college up until now. He was such an inspiration to me in countless ways. And then 4 years ago, I lost my mom. After this, my initial reaction was to jump straight off the deep end, of course, but not for long. We decided to move here to Arizona from Kansas City, Missouri. Luckily, I had my daddy and my other mama here waiting for us, and their constant love and support has helped my family be able to thrive here. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I decided it was finally time to make a huge change once and for all. Life is too short. I knew the only way to do that was to go back to school, at least to get my GED. It was past time. I went to NPC in Holbrook and registered for my pre-GED, passed it on the first try, and was referred to take the GED test by my mentor and now friend, Ruth Creek Rhodes. Ruth has been my cheerleader and part of my support system through the entire process here at NPC, and I thank you, Ruth. So I took my GED and passed. That was so rewarding for me and still one of my most proud accomplishments, as it did take me half my life to get it. Turns out when you get your GED through NPC, you get 6 free college credits. Well, I couldn't let anything free go to waste, right, Shondine? I immediately enrolled in summer classes, English 101 with Ryan Rademacher and Intro to Philosophy with Ryan Jones. I'll never forget my first summer at NPC, but now after 5 semesters and 3 summers, I must say I have learned so much and have taken something worthwhile from every single class and every single person at NPC for that matter. Randy Porch, Andrew Hasser. I never dreamt all the things that have happened would have or could have. First PTK, then All AZ Academic, then Outstanding Work Study, and now Outstanding Graduate for Business. I'm blown away, to say the least, and blown away by the potential that had always been there. I believe, however, that things happen when they are supposed to happen, not too soon and not too late. I am now a full-time student at ASU. I just finished my first semester, and life is wonderful. Never been better, and it just keeps getting better every single day. Short quote by Theodore Roosevelt: with self-discipline, most anything is possible. And it is so true. I'm living proof of that, and I try to remind myself of this message every day in all aspects of life. Before I close, I just want to say that it is quite impossible to pinpoint or to isolate a certain event or person who helped and inspired me single-handedly at NPC, as there are so many, but I'd like to thank and name just a few. Shondine Deputy, my math tutor, now friend. I don't know where you are, Shondine. Now that I feel so very blessed every day to have met, Shondine has helped me so much. She even let me come to her house on the weekends so that she could tutor me, hence how we became friends. And I am so very thankful for that friendship. Thank you, Shondine. Brian Burson. Without Mr. B, I often wonder if I could have made it through. Math is my weakness. Well, math with letters, anyway. He teach us math in a way that even I could understand, and he was always there to help me and never acted as if he didn't have the time for me or was too busy. Thank you, Mr. B, wherever you are. Jennifer Bishop, for the crash course in business my last semester at NPC. I still say stats is the hardest class I've ever taken, but with the help of such a dedicated teacher, I was able to do it. Thank you, JB. I also want to say thank you to Marius Begay, who always dropped whatever he was doing to try to help me figure out my academic plan, or to talk about whatever else we wanted to talk about that day. My fellow library nerds, Trudy, Beth Ann, and Stan, each of you hold true iconic status in my eyes. Thanks, you guys, for always being there and for being such a huge part of my journey at NPC. I could go on and on and on, but I won't and I can't. In closing, let me just say that 4 years ago I was stuck, but through the dedication of everyone at NPC, combined with my own dedication, I was finally able to make that change that I had always wanted and dreamt of. I will remain forever grateful for my family, for your support, and for my NPC family as well. Thank you all so very much.